Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in the empty classroom, Summer's reading an article on her iPad about Melissa and Adam's wedding. Just as Jeff came in and saw Summer and what she's doing, and went to where she is. And she saw Jeff, and as she put her iPad down and got up and faced him. "You had a good time, Vanessa?" She's on edge lately what happened. Or, and as Andrew came in and went to where they are, could it be the reason to why our family moved here in the first place? First of all, how I know everything there is to know. "Well, you know, the Halloween party was pretty good at my place." I'm at a good place with Vanessa right now.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the waiting room, Molly and Sheldon are waiting for the doctor. I really don't see what point this is gonna prove. If you're really pregnant, then there's no need to worry now, is there? Of course not. You know, I have to use the restroom, then I'm coming with you. Really? You're gonna follow me all the way to the ladies' room? And as they got up, maybe not all the way, but I'm making certain you don't get to try, what's that word? Oh yes, right, scam your way out of this. Meanwhile, in Stephanie's room, Stephanie's lying in bed watching TV. Till Oliver came in and closed the door. And Stephanie saw, and as she turned the TV off, just as Oliver came to where Stephanie is. "How are you feeling?" "That I'm gonna scream if I'm in here after this weekend." "You didn't hear the news?" "You mean the fact that my mom was a victim in a hit-and-run? I ought to kill the bastard who did this." "Well, one way we're gonna find out who tried to kill your mother." "You know what? I am glad you're with me, Oliver." Meanwhile, on the other side, Max came to the waiting room where Faith, Jeremy, and Ricky is, who saw. "How's Mom?" "We don't know, mate." "Did they catch the bastard who did this to her?" "I cannot believe I wasn't there." "Hey, no use to get yourself wound up. None of us saw this coming." "Well," and as Allison approached to where they are, "I better not see who it is." "Not to worry. The person who did this will be found soon." And as Martha and Jason came to where they are, and they all saw and got up and faced him. "Jeremy, we're gonna start with you." And as Martha and Jason led Jeremy to another room, just as Jordan came to where they are. "How is she?" Meanwhile, in the dining room, Ryder's reading a book on his iPhone. And as he has a flashback of him and Allison talking at the church. "The rest of your family are outside. But as for your mom, I'm afraid her and her friend had a car accident." "What? Please tell me you're missing." "I'm afraid not." And as Allison turned and ran outside with Ryder in tow, and arrived just in time for her to see the paramedics wheeling Carol and Taylor in a stretcher towards the ambulance. Just in time for Ryder to get in front of Allison and block her. What happened? A car came and slammed into Taylor's car, which I think it was on purpose, and took off. When I find the driver of that car, so help me, I will finish him off myself. And as the flashback ends. Please be alright, Taylor. And as someone came and sat at his table, and Ryder noticed, Amber, took you long enough to notice since I haven't seen you in like weeks. I've been busy. Really? So busy that you didn't answer my 99 calls and texts? Kind of find it hard to believe. Is there anything I could do for you? Why are you here in the first place? If you must know, someone I happen to care about is in there fighting for their lives. Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Ridge Manor, Vanessa came in, and as she closed the door and headed to the stairs, just as Rachel came out of the living room, stop! As Vanessa stopped and turned and faced her mom. Were you with Jeff? We went for dinner. Look, sorry I was late, and the next time, I need a call or text so your father and I would know to where you are. Fine. Is that gonna be okay? Yeah, he is. And as Samuel came out of the living room to where they are. Now that Tracy's banged up. Now, back to you. We're really concerned since the fact what's going on. We have to make certain Tracy doesn't try nothing between you and Jeff. And as Rachel realized, oh my God, she already has. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Holders finished purchasing the drinks. Thank you. And as he put four of them on the cup holder, and as he got the takeaway order back and turned and head towards the door. Just as he arrived, Jack came in, and he didn't go anywhere, blocking Holden. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Who the hell are you? I'm Lucy's ex-fiancé, Jack, and we need to have words. Oh, so you must be Jack London. Honestly, I've been expecting you. Then this shouldn't take long.
Meanwhile, at the Grandview High School in the empty classroom, Summer, Jeff, and Andrew are talking. So Molly announced last night she was pregnant with Sheldon's baby? Yeah, she chose that exact moment at the reception to reveal all to everybody. Maybe I should get in contact this month. Dude, her husband's still in a coma at the hospital. You remember Casey Wheeler, right? Yes, we both know how, and let's not recap that. Does Sasha know that Adam married Melissa yet? Why does it matter since she's not here? She still deserves to know no matter what. What's going on here? And as Mary and Jacob came in, and Summer, Jeff, and Andrew turned and saw them. Sounds like a party to me.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the women's bathroom, Molly got her iPhone out and called Chelsea. So she came in and closed the door and went to where Molly is. Let's go in one of these stalls. And as Chelsea and Molly head into one of the stalls, with Chelsea closing the door, and as they turn and face each other, why the hell is Sheldon outside the door like he's your husband? Because he doesn't trust me at all due to his relationship status with Alice. He's only with her because he lost Melissa. Back to my problem. I need to make certain that test comes back proving that I'm pregnant. Now, is that possible or not? You and Sheldon didn't sleep together, but you gave a great donation. I really don't want to hear that. We nearly had sex, but Melissa had to walk in on us. Not that it matters since I had a backup plan, but I do want Sheldon in my life. Why should I even help you? Because I know when the date when your boyfriend Joshua is coming back. Meanwhile, outside the women's bathroom, Sheldon's waiting across from him, looking on his iPhone. To call it, and Nate came to where he is. And he saw them. Aren't you two taking the risk of being exposed? I'm more worried about you. Why? Just because she announced to the entire world that she's pregnant with my baby? May, don't you think she was just trying to wind all of us up, mainly you, with this ridiculous lie? In the end, the test will tell us. Till then, I am not gonna let her con her way out of this. Maybe I can help you. Actually, I do need your help. Chelsea just went in the bathroom, and since knowing the two of them are besties, I want you to make certain she doesn't get involved in this. Meanwhile, in Stephanie's room, Stephanie and Oliver are talking. I still, in a sense of a way, blame myself of what happened. I mean, I should have came in and said, hey, none of this is your fault at all. You saved my life from that creep just in time before it was gonna do whatever it did to me. I'm just happy that you're safe. Can you get Lucas in here? Sure. Anything, Wall? No, I just need my doctor. And as Lucas came in and closed the door, speaking of which, and as Lucas came to where they are, and Stephanie and Oliver saw him, how's my mom? Oliver, you mind waiting outside while I examine? Sure, I'll be back. And as Oliver head to the door and opened it and left, closing the door, and as Stephanie looked at Lucas, what's going on? And don't tell me nothing because I see the look in your eyes. I really don't know how I'm gonna say this, but I really don't have much of a choice. Please don't tell me what I think what you're gonna say. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jordan, Faith, Ricky, Allison, and Max are talking. Things are looking relatively good for your mother since she only suffered head injuries right off the map. Will she pull through? Right now, there's not a certainty that, but you keep trying, right? I'm certain she is. And as Roman came to where they are, and they all saw him. Roman! And as Allison went and hugged him, and pulled away. I was worried about you. I didn't see I'm doing fine. No, you're not. In fact, you are very lucky to be alive. What does she mean by that? The thing is, I was checking the reception area after I had a talk with your husband to see if everything in order. And the next thing I know, I'm lying in here in this bed. That's because she had a concussion. Apparently, you were knocked out. Probably by the attacker who also happened to run my mom over. Sis, we can't assume that just because it's a fairly coincidence. And as Jeremy came back with Jason, and they saw them just as they arrived, Allison. And as Allison went back with Jason, while the others continued talking. What's going on with my wife? Your wife has fallen into a temporary coma for the time being due to the injuries that she had in her head with the accident. Will I ever see her again? Meanwhile, in the dining room, Amber and Ryder are talking. Wow, seems I hit a nerve, more of a sore spot. Seems you care about this person a hell lot more than your current girlfriend who is worried sick about you. I don't want to bore you with all my problems. Obviously, you don't want to trust me and the love we share together. It's not just about that. Then what is it? More importantly, who is she? Amber. Why is it you think it's another woman? I told you, I love you alone. Think about it. I don't have time for your insecurities right now. Too bad that I'm not convinced at all. You know what? Live your life however the hell you want. I'm out. And the spider got up and turned and walked away. But Amber got up and went after him. Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Ridge Manor in the front area, Rachel, Vanessa, and Samuel are talking. You know what? It really doesn't matter. Yes, it does. What did she say to you? She basically made Jeff come to the wedding just so she won't take his scholarship away from him. That vicious, vindictive cow. Who the hell does she think she is? You really think she could try to take his scholarship? I don't know. But Jeff doesn't want to take the chance. I don't blame him at all. Mom, Dad, I wasn't afraid of her blackmail threats at all, and I'm not going to. Honey, those threats are empty. She has no access to the school, and also, she's not supposed to be there in the first place. Actually, she does. Don't know how, but I'm afraid it's true. What if she posts bail? She's right. If Tracy gets bail, that cow is gonna pick exactly back where she left off. And who knows what she'll do next. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Holden and Jack are talking. What is it, Jack, that I haven't heard before? Stay the hell away from Lucy. Don't go near her or else you do this. I'm so standing and breathing. Really? Because I like a chance. What are you trying to prove, man? She dumped you. She's with me, and you're gonna have to accept that. You may be with her for now, but that's not gonna last. For once the tests come back revealing I'm the father, not a chance in hell. The fact of the matter is, mate, Lucy and I slept together that night at my promotional party, so it's really not my fault that she fell for me instead of you. You like to think that's true. That's why you're being all cocky about it, only because it is, mate. Anyways, if you excuse me, I have to go see Lucy. And as Holden tried to leave, but Jack knocked the bricks out of his hands. Nice try, dude. Too bad I come prepared. And as one security guards came behind Holden with another tray, which Holden got. And as he turned and faced Jack, if that's how you intimidate the competition, you're even more hopeless than I give you credit for.
Grandview High School in the empty classroom, Summer, Jeff, and Andrew are surprised by Mary and Jacob's arrival. We're getting ready for another day, really? Like I don't know you were talking about Sasha not knowing that Adam and Melissa got married? I gotta go to practice. I'll go with you. Wait, look. We have been through so much over the last few years, and look where we are now, more stronger than ever. We know. Truth be told, the only reason to why we have the crew we are right now is because I slept with Mary during my first year of high school. Yes, I remember that quite clearly how we were, but now I'm with your best friend Jacob, who had feelings with me. Burn, dude. No, it's cool. Besides, I already know that you slept with Mary as well, just like I slept with Summer. So you see, none of us in this room are different at all.
Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the women's bathroom in one of the stalls, Molly and Chelsea are talking. What do you know? Help me and I will reveal all to you. Fine. My crew is taking the liberty to get one of Sheldon's sperm he donated earlier this year in New York for that. You mean the Creative Life donation? Yeah, I remember all about that. How you tricked him to give for a good cause. Well, with this, I can successfully get pregnant instantly. Besides, Sheldon and I did sleep together, even though it was only a couple of minutes. You really love him, don't you? Yeah, I do. What about your other husband? What about him? He's been in a coma for a year. I can't just put my life on hold. But nevertheless, I never stopped loving him. Point of the matter is, can you please help me on this? Lucky for you, I have the perfect doctor in mind. Meanwhile, outside the women's bathroom, Carly, Nate, and Sheldon are talking. Okay, what do you want me to do? Whatever means necessary to stop her. Either way, you're not gonna lose Alice at all. Dude, she's right. I just can't risk that chance now, can I? Right. I'm going in. And as Carly head towards the bathroom, and then watch, just as Molly came out and saw Carly, Nate, and Sheldon. Should I really be worried about the three of you lot trying to plot in ways of ruining my life in the process? You really need to get over yourself. Not everything revolves around you. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, sweetheart. Look, why would I want to destroy you? And as Sheldon came to where Molly is. After all, you are carrying my baby. Look, Molly, I just want to know if I'm going to be a father so I can prepare myself. Meanwhile, in Stephanie's room, Stephanie and Lucas are talking. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you there. Your mom has been placed in a temporary coma for the time being due to the head injury that she sustained by the hit-and-run accident. Have they found out who it was? No, they're still searching. In fact, They're viewing the CCTV footage as we speak. You know what? Am I ready to get out of this hospital? Seems your condition is improving, but not enough for you to go. I am not gonna let my attack stop me from finding this creep. No, you shouldn't. Anyways, if all goes well, you might be able to leave these grounds tonight. And as Lucas turned and went and left the room, closing the door. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jordan, Faith, Ricky, Roman, Max, and Jeremy are talking.
She will pull through. What about Taylor? I can't say much about her, but let's just say hope for the best. What do you mean by that? Is my mom here? And more importantly, why the hell I'm just finding about this now? Mate, calm down.
No! I am as calm as I'm gonna get, and I want some answers.
Why is my mom here? There is a hit and run. Yeah, I know about that part. What does that have to do with my mom? The thing is, that car that was in the accident happens to be your mom. No, the silver lining is her surgery was a success, but we had to temporarily place her in a coma due to internal injuries. Can I see her? Yeah, just follow me. After that, I want you back in your room so you can recover. Even though it's a small minor, I'm not taking no chances. Fine. And as Roman left with Jordan, and as they head to his mom's room, just as Abby and Meredith came to where they are, and Faith, Ricky, Max, and Jeremy saw them. How's your mom? She's in a coma for now, but overall, it's likely she'll come back to us. Ricky, I am so sorry. Me too. What the hell is she doing here? And as Allison came back to where they are, and they all saw her. By the way, Ricky, Jason wants to see you. I'll be back. Please keep it civil here. Don't worry, mate. There aren't gonna be any battles going on here. And as Ricky turned and heads to the back, while Allison turned and faced Meredith, who saw, if you must know, I was offering my condolence. Allison, please don't do this here. These are times that we need to stick together throughout the most impossible crisis, okay? Meanwhile, Jordan came out of Taylor's room and closed the door and began walking down the hall. Just as Oliver encountered her and she saw Jordan, and as Jordan arrived to where Oliver is. Yeah, it's your girlfriend? I really don't know. I was kinda hoping you can tell me. I tell you what, I see what I can find out more and let you know. Just hang in there, yeah? Thank you, Jordan. Excuse me. And as Jordan went and walked away.
Meanwhile, in the dining room, Ryder's about to head out. To all sudden, Amber came and blocked him. Amber, what the hell you think you're playing at? I'm finished with you. That's too damn bad because I haven't. I have been patient for you for so long. Why do you think I broke up with you in the first place? I just can't handle the security issues. You being paranoid that I'm gonna flirt with every girl on the planet. I don't like to be that girl who's constantly worried about that. Thing is, why you should sleep with them when you should sleep with the next best thing on the get to the point. I miss you like crazy, and for you just to blow me out really pisses me off. Really? Cause last time I recall, you were too busy working on whatever that is. I'm sorry for that. So basically, you want us to be together again, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Excuse me, and his water turned and walk away. Meanwhile, at the Edgewood Ridge Manor in the front area, Vanessa, Rachel, and Samuel are talking. You don't have to worry. The DA isn't gonna grant Tracy for bail at all. The thing is, honey, Holden's her son, and Chelsea's her daughter, and nothing. all the money in the world is gonna save her. She tried to kill her husband. You know what? I'ma head to my room. And as Vanessa turned and head upstairs, and as Rachel turned and faced Samuel, you really think the DA's gonna keep Tracy banked up? Well, only for now, but you're right. She is gonna get out soon. Why don't we focus on the task at hand? Like our son's girlfriend, Molly, being pregnant. I thought Sheldon was seeing somebody else. He is. I didn't know him and Molly were together. She's the reason to why Melissa broke up with our son in the first place. All the more reason to see what happens next. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Holden and Jack are talking. Oh, I see how we're gonna play this game. Jack, go home, okay? This, whatever it is you're doing, isn't gonna work at all. Lucy and I have been in love way before you came to the creation. I'm sad to tell you this. I'm here to stay, hopefully a long time. Sometimes I wonder on what time you choose to sleep with my girlfriend. Wrong! Ex-girlfriend. You were never married to her at all. Hell, I might even got a shot than the likes of you. You son of a bitch, and it's Jack punched with another hand block Holden, which was one of the security guards. Well, I guess the truth's exposed now, seeing that you're about to be arrested. I didn't do anything. I'm afraid you did. Attempted assault. And as the guard went and began handcuffing Jack. And as he turned Jack and faced Holden, you had that move planned all along, did you? Yeah, kinda did, and you fell for it. And just to think how Lucy sees the true colors of her ex-fiancé now.